Did Matt Mercer drop hints about the end of Campaign 3 during his PAX U Daggerheart panel?
Alright then, keep your secrets.
The Critical Role and Darrington press teams held a big panel at PAX U where they discussed the creation of Daggerheart, ran through some of the final mechanics of their new TTRPG, and possibly even gave us all some hints about the end of Campaign 3. But before we dive into these potential teasers, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep this channel growing, and then let's talk some Critical Role. PAX U was a huge event for Critical Role's Daggerheart TTRPG, with Matt Mercer and Ashley Johnson joined by Spencer Stark, Rowan Hall, and several other members of the Daggerheart dev team to talk about the creation of their TTRPG, run a small adventure, and break down what changed in the final version of the rules, and basically what inspired them to make those changes and to make Daggerheart in the first place. What got many fans excited, however, was when their PAX U panel veered into discussing the concept of world building in Exandria, what Spencer, Matt, and Rowan would call frames in the Daggerheart rulebook, with Matt and Rowan explaining that the hardest challenge was giving these frames enough detail to build your own campaign around them without overwhelming the players with too many details or locking them into certain decisions about the world. As Matt Mercer put it, they wanted to empower you, the reader, to find things that you're inspired by and use the whole thing, or use the part you really like and connect it to the media that you're already inspired by. Create something that's inspired by the things you like, but that's also yours to create whole cloth. Matt Mercer then went on to explain the world he built for the Daggerheart rulebook, and as he talked about the frame he created, see if you can pick up what got fans so excited.
Our menagerie game was very silly and very fun and very kind of just flexing and going over the top with our characters. Age of Umber is meant to be the opposite. It is meant to be, a landscape that has been without gods for over 100 years. They abandoned the people there. The realm itself is kind of rotting and dying, and the survivors that exist there have to hold on to what community exists to get by, while the dark things that lurk in the shadows grow darker and larger as time passes.
Sound familiar? A world where the gods left hundreds of years ago? Could this Umbra setting be the future of Exandria? We know Exandria is coming to Daggerheart in some shape or form in 2025 from Critical Role's upcoming live tour descriptions. So some fans are starting to think that Umbra may simply be the Exandria we are left with after the events of Campaign 3, or possibly an alternate timeline version of Exandria should Bell's Hells decide to actually save the gods. We all suspect a massive change is coming to Exandria, along with some kind of time jump or calamity to end Campaign 3, and now some fans are pointing to this new Daggerheart frame as a potential hint to that future, one where Predathos chases off or eats the gods and things get much darker in the Exandria that remains. We aren't sure that this Umbra setting is anything more than Matt Mercer's attempt to create his own version of a Dark Souls setting. After all, we do know that the Soulsborne series are his favorite video game series of all time.
The Dark Souls series definitely I've been back to the most. Initially it was Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the one that I had a lot more free time and obsessed over, and then go back to it now. Elden Ring's kind of fighting for Bloodborne 2. Look, it's the thing. Anyway,
Yeah.
Next question.
And honestly, just having a Soulsborne setting in Daggerheart seems pretty amazing to us as it is. But could this really be a hint at what happens in the aftermath of Campaign 3? Could Matt be turning Exandria into the Soulsborne horrorscape of his dreams? Or is this just a fun standalone frame for the world of Daggerheart only? Let us know what you think about this potential teaser in the comment section. And don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.